Okay, well, Mr. Great start, Mr. Sarni. Nice shirt. Like to-
Well, thank you. And you also, I think we've got a message in our attire
right,
that,
it's very subtle, I think, as well. How we've kind
oh
of,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Tom, it's very subtle. We're known for being subtle.
exactly. So, yeah. So what are we doing? What are we doing here? Why are we recording? Well, I think, we've done 8 seasons of the stream, right? And I think to link it sartorially, the first ones were wearing flannel shirts and maybe the odd Hawaiian shirts. And I think the reason we're wearing
Yes.
these shirts today, I mean, you can't quite see, but there is a kingfisher on that one, as you can see, is the theme of water and nature.
I
So we're going to
love
do an
the,
entire season 9 on the slight pivot from our usual. I mean, in the past we've looked at kind of, I guess, more the entrepreneurial tech space and the corporate space and the investment space, but actually, and we did a whole season on water and agriculture. So now we're looking at water and nature. So yeah, why?
why water and nature? And by the way, for me, the shirts send the message of fauna and flora, which I really like. And maybe that could be the title of the season. But well, I mean, if you look back in terms of where we started, we were very focused on what was going on with respect to water and water tech. And over the past several years, it's been pretty apparent that uh, water has gained a lot more traction as a thing that corporations are focused on, and technology, and now nature. And what's going on in the world of nature, and how it intersects for obvious reasons with water, I think is really incredibly timely and interesting. And one thing I would add, and this is your domain around language, but what we have heard is that nature as a focus area for corporation uh, seems to be getting more traction than things like water, because like everybody, maybe not everybody, likes nature, either to be in it. I'll come back to that in a minute. Either to be in it or to look at it from your hotel window, whatever it may be. But
Mhm.
I mean, humanity is nature, part of nature, as opposed to a thing.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Wait, Tom, that was a long pause, by the way, which is, where the hell is he going?
No, not at all. No, I think the link between water and nature has now been kind of well established, right? And I think um, do you think what because people water historically has been totally underappreciated, undervalued, perhaps, but I think because people are out enjoying nature, that there's that it's not more tangible, but I think people maybe can recognize the benefit of it more clearly than they can, water. So I think in terms of the people then and the kind of the topics we're going to try and do a deeper dive on, we're going to look at everything from kind of nature credits through to biodiversity funding through to a wonderful topic like and a category of entrepreneur called a conservation entrepreneur, which I think is going to be
I
amazing, and a previous
love it.
Earthshot winner. Um, yeah, I mean, there's so many different sides and stakeholders involved, right? And I think that's the purpose of the season is to try and bring in each of those different voices around the table. So it's not we're just speaking to utilities or just corporates or just finance guys. It's trying to kind of make sure we're covering all those bases to get a pretty decent season and body of work to look at all the different angles on this.
Also, to that point, I want to say historically we've focused on water as a sector, an industry sector, and the bounds of that, and opening it up to talk about what's going on in the world of nature. Yeah, I think is really exciting, incredibly timely, and all the data points show that, again, corporations and entrepreneurs and even venture funds are now looking at nature. And Superorganism,
Mm,
the first VC fund focused on nature, is really interesting in terms of how they frame their investment thesis. And that ties into, the guests that we're going to have, which is, they focus on extinction drivers, they focus on climate and biodiversity and enabling tech. So it's everything from AI to some of the biodiversity challenges, and then extinction drivers, which is pollution,
mm,
primarily
mhm.
agricultural expansion, uh, you know, land use, things like that. So I don't know. I'm excited about it. I think it's very visceral in terms of how people feel about it. We'll have to check in and see how people feel at the end of the season. But I'm this is me excited, Tom.
Yeah, we'll do a kind of comparison, right, before and afterwards, almost like the before and after shots, and see how we hopefully our optimism for the season will be heightened after speaking to these amazing guests. So yeah, we're looking forward to the season. We'll soon start kind of marketing some of the guests that we'll be speaking to. So a kind of, I guess, a call to action to those of you who have been following and listening. I mean, we know it's certainly my mother-in-law. We know is one of our most
We,
dedicated
uh,
listeners, right? So I'm
uh,
sure the water nature theme will appeal to her. Um, and yeah, just make sure you kind of subscribe to the channel for updates on the season. And as they say, we'll watch this space. The question I have: are we going to make sure that every guest we mandate they wear a similar shirt to us? Right, it has to be a kind of nature and
I
themed
think
Hawaiian
that's easy
shirt.
to do. And by the way, my mother-in-law passed away, but I'm confident she's still watching.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
yeah,
All the likes that we get, that's her, like hitting the key.
still supporting us,
And
after life. Yeah.
Mary Helen's all over it, man. It's great.
We appreciate the support, and I think when we're finalizing the guest confirmation as well as kind of having that credibility and impact in nature, obviously asking that question, do they have a nature themed Hawaiian shirt? Is probably top of the list, right? And then that will dictate who comes on.
We need to get Andrea plugged into this. She'll make it happen. So,
I like
all
that.
right.
Okay,
I'm
well, looking
excited.
forward to it, and thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for the season ahead.
Sounds great.